What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back. Today we're jumping in, talk about the OLED Switch, because I did in fact buy the OLED Switch. Now, a lot of people are going around saying, hey, freaking, why would you buy it? What's the point if you already have a Switch? So I have an OG launch Switch, right? Like I have my old school one. This came out when the Switch dropped. It's the very first model of them. So it's got the old school kickstand, all that kind of stuff, right? And this thing is not very different. But the things that are different are really good changes, at least in my opinion, right? So, taking a look at it. I've got Pokemon Snap up just because it's a game-based round. It's going to be really hard to see all of this stuff. 100%. Like, listen, it's already running a little loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's already running a little loud, which is kind of like, okay, I just booted the game up, and this is the second day I've used the Switch, and that's the infuriating part about it, is it is literally identical specs-wise. Identical specs-wise. Minus the OLED screen, which is infinitely better. 100%. No question it's better. But, with that said, that doesn't mean... I don't know if it's not worth it. It's what every other creator has been telling you. That if you already have a Switch, or like your Switch isn't broken, or you're not having any issues like that, there is actually no point to get this. Because taking a look at it, you can see the difference, right? The screen just looks different. I'm not sure why my hands are so shaky. Whatever, I guess. The screen just looks different. What's going on with my camera? All right, I didn't know that was a thing, but but we'll have it. Can I have it down here then? All right, as long as they're upside down, you're good to go. No, it's fine. You guys need to see that anyway. So you can see the difference in it for sure. And the back of it, like I said, the small changes that are good are really good. Like this kickstand, infinitely better than. Oh my god, it's so much better than the old school kickstand. I am still in the camp. I wish this wasn't down here. I understand why it is, so it can pop into the dock. I understand. The dock is a whole separate thing as well that we could discuss, but there's not much. It literally just has a LAN port, and it looks a little bit nicer. That's about it. The back clicks off, right? I really wish they could find a way to maybe give me 2 ports. I know that's a lot to ask, but computers have it, so I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Let me pop it on top, because if I want this to be like playing, so I'm like, hey, I'm playing with my Switch down here, right? Like, that's nice. I like that when it sets on the desk. That's fantastic, but it's kind of like, I can't plug it in now, so it's just going to die over time, and that's really irritating. When I say the screen is nicer, it is, but everybody is saying online, and it's true, that you're not really playing your Switch too much in handheld. Some people do, of course, no doubt, but for the most part, I've seen almost everybody says, I pretty much only play it in the dock, right? Like, it would have made a lot of sense if they had released a new Switch model, slightly more powerful. Doesn't need to be crazy. It's Nintendo. I don't think anybody expects it to be blowing the PS5 out of the water, right? But released a new model and kind of just add a little bit of stuff to it. Not just give me the exact same thing with a different screen when it's meant to be in a dock for, like, the actual gaming experience, right? Like, its portability is why the Switch is so fantastic. And I'll be honest with you guys, the Switch is actually, it's not my favorite console. That would probably still go to the Game Boy SP. Definitely would still go to the game. That's probably my favorite console of all time. It's probably the Game Boy SP. It's just always been like the one that I would turn to, right? Fantastic. I've had that for like 15 years and it still cranks it out. I can still play some games on it. Love it. But the Switch is definitely in like the top 5 for me of all time. It's an amazing console. And Nintendo has hit it out of the park. The biggest problem is Nintendo, and they're slightly sneaky when they're like, hey, dude, we got a new Switch model for you. Nothing's different. And it's like, what? I'm in a very niche spot that I want to take my old Switch because it's a launch, and I want to mess with it, like see if I can get it to do like some emulation type stuff. I want to do all that kind of stuff with this old school Switch because you can do that. So that's why I was going to buy a new Switch anyways. I'll pay the extra $50. It's fine. If they goofy goobered me and come like January, they give us a brand new model, like a brand spanking new Switch that's actually stronger. So, well, rip my $350, I guess. You can't have too many Switches, right? Like, I guess that's the way to look at it. So with it, I'm happy with it. It was a good purchase, but totally, like, I wouldn't say, like, if you if you're not fiscally stable in your life, but you want a gaming console, there's no reason to spend the extra $50 to get the OLED when you could just pick up a normal Switch. Is it nicer? Yeah, it is. It feels nicer. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels sturdier. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something about it that does feel nice, even though it's exactly the same everything. Like, as far as I can tell, maybe the OLED is a tiny bit thicker. Like a fraction thicker, if at all, right? Maybe it is, but I can't fully 100% tell, and I don't really care, to be honest. I'm not a super picky guy, and so I guess that's why it doesn't rub me the wrong way. Realistically, if you're dropping $350 on an OLED Switch, and you're kind of looking for that gaming experience, go pick up a Steam Deck. Pay an extra $100 and get a genuine handheld computer in your hands. Like, that'd be my recommendation. I know they have like 4 or 5 different price point models and stuff like that. You can pay like $750 to get like this banging little Steam Deck, and that's cool. But if you're already dropping $350 on an OLED Switch, bro, drop $500 and get a genuinely good like thing like that. Switch is fun. I love Pokemon. I don't know if you guys can maybe tell a little bit. I love Pokemon. I love most things Nintendo, but I'm not a massive Nintendo guy. But all of my Nintendo consoles have always just been Pokemon machines, right? Like, that's all they are, and that's pretty much what they're always gonna be. I'm sitting here staring at 2 separate Pokemon games right now. That's pretty much what they're always gonna be, is just Pokemon machines for me. So it only made sense to have another Switch. I like to have the separate. I have 4 computers. I like that whole separate vibe, but realistically, it probably doesn't fit for most people. But what do you guys think? Do you care? Did you pick up an OLED Switch? I actually want to know. I'm a little butthurt that I couldn't get the white one. I'm a little, definitely a little bit butthurt because I went into GameStop when I pre-ordered it, and I was going in there to pre-order it, and the dude in front of me canceled his pre-order, and that's the only reason I got the OLED. Like, I literally was sitting there like, I have to pre-order it now. Like, even if I like wanted to, I was like, this is like, yeah, this is like ordained to me now. The dude in front of me literally canceled his pre-order in front of me, and like, I just walked up and I was like, I'll take his pre-order if you don't. So I can't really complain, but I do kind of wish I got the white one. With that said, I could just buy like a white dock and a white Joy-Cons, right? I mean, I like my neon ones quite a bit. I bought those for a reason. But realistically, if I want that good old white Switch experience, I could make it happen. Right? Either way, let me know, how are you guys feeling about it? Do you care? Did you pick one up? Are you gonna pick one up? I want to know. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate you guys for watching, and deuces.